So let's talk about what we really mean by nearshore from a destination perspective. So if you look at Latin America, it's a big area, okay, and there's many countries that reside in there. Well, more than 40 are considered part of that whole region. And so I use a definition of nearshore as really something that you can get to with relative ease. Time zone definitely needs to be a factor, but for most of Latin America, time zone isn't necessarily the issue, but there is an issue in terms of travel. So if you're trying to get to, for example, Brazil or Argentina or even Uruguay, which is considered a very, high talent market, the problem is it's going to take you 8, 10, sometimes even more hours, depending on where you're coming from, to get there. So by definition, I don't consider that nearshore. To me, nearshore should be I can get there in no more than 3, 4 hours, 5 hours tops, and it's relatively easy to get to. The other factor, is if you look at who fits into that bucket of being easy to travel to. So you have the Caribbean as a location for certain nearshore activities, and again, it could be considered a nearshore destination by the travel element. But what you typically don't find in those markets is the scale that you need, sometimes the talent, sometimes the language that you need, sometimes the infrastructure, sometimes all of the above that's available in those markets. Typically what we see for Caribbean is more of a niche market. You see some customer service there, you see some specific skill sets, but what you're really not seeing is the broad finance and accounting, IT, customer service play across all of those functions in those markets. So at the end of the day, and I do this all the time when I work with organizations, you kind of come up with what I call the usual suspects. And the usual suspects are Costa Rica, Mexico, and Colombia. Those are really the three main destinations that fit that nearshore profile.